Hey everyone, it's Chelsea, and this video is going to be super quick. I just wanted to come on and I did a live earlier today on Instagram, and I thought it was valuable, so I wanted to share it on my YouTube channel. So stay tuned and hear how I break through the fear and give you guys some tips on how you can too. So I just wanted to make this a quick one. I had to share this because it was on my mind, and I just felt like if I was thinking about it, maybe somebody else could benefit from this. So one of the things that I've been experiencing are a little bit of self-doubt and not feeling super confident in my choices and things that I've been doing. So I don't know if you've ever heard of this, but many people talk about reaching success, you have to bust through the fear. You know, many successful people, they're not doing the things they do because they feel confident and strong in what they're doing. They do it scared. They fall forward, and sometimes you fail, and you still need to pick yourself up and keep going. And, you know, that's one of those things, like, you have to remember that everything you want is on the other side of fear. Everything you want is on the other side of this uncomfortable, you know, stepping out of your comfort zone barrier. And that's something that I've been having to struggle with, that I've been keeping myself aware of, because it's definitely a struggle that I've been coming across. I just started reading this book, 80-20 Rule, Sales and Marketing, and basically just talks about how pretty much everything in life, there's this 80-20 rule. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but 80% of the outcome comes from 20% of the effort, or vice versa. 20% of your effort creates 80% of the outcome. And it has to do with a lot of different things. Like 80% of the people in the room will have 20% of the people in the room will have 80% of this one thing. Let's just say shoes. So if there was a room of 100 people, 20% of them will have more shoes than the rest of the 80%. So it has to do with a lot of different things. Same has to do with business. The most successful people only make up about 20% of the whole. And really, you know, there's a reason for that. Things that are uncomfortable keep people where they're at. They don't want to step out of their comfort zones because they're scared. And being scared is okay. Being scared is natural. It's a survival mechanism. You know, we do things scared because we have to. Think of when you were younger and you did something different for the first time. Let's just say, you know, riding your bike. You know, you were scared that you were going to fall, but you still did it, right? You still learned how to ride your bike. Or swimming, you know. If you don't know how to swim, then, you know, maybe you didn't want to do that. But like, learning to swim can be scary. What happens if you don't do it? You could drown, right? You do it anyway, and you figure it out, and you learn. You learn how to swim. You know, so like, there's no different in that with business. You know, you're scared learning new things. You're scared to try something different. But you do it anyway. And I've been having to push through some of my own obstacles and remembering that, and you know, writing things down that you do right definitely is a great motivator. That's what I've been trying to do. I just started. I'm going to be writing down at the end of the day all the things that I accomplished, and you know, it left me feeling really good and accomplished at the end of the day, like knowing like, wow, I did all this stuff, like, and it creates a forward momentum. It creates yes momentum, you know, knowing that you can do this. You do have that knowledge and power to do what you need to do to become successful. So, you know, it all starts in baby steps. You get a little bit done every day, and you look back and reflect on what you got done, and you can see like, wow, you know, I can do a lot of different things that I didn't know I could do. You know, for many of you, I'm sure you don't know my whole story. I got a bachelor's degree in science for biology and marine science. And I worked in a pharmaceutical lab for 10 years. So for me, like, I was so comfortable there. Like, that was my thing. Like, I knew science. I was working in a lab and I was there for a long time. And you know, slowly I started to become not super into working for somebody else. So I took a huge leap of faith. It was super, super scary. And I quit my job. You know, we had some savings. So I decided, you know, we're just going to do this. I'm going to become an entrepreneur. I'm going to find a way to work for myself. I'm just going to do it. And I did it scared. And I would never go back. Like, there's so many things that I struggled with during this whole journey, but there's no way I would go back to where I was because I didn't feel alive. Hey, Shanita! I didn't feel alive. I was very tired. I could only give part of myself to my kids. You know, I gave most of my energy and my time to my job, and they didn't even appreciate it. And like, that time you can't get back. You can always make money, but you cannot make your time back. So for me, it was a huge step to quit my job and to work for myself. You know, I definitely fell on my face a few times. I tried many different avenues. They weren't what I was into. You know, right now I discovered something within myself that I am super excited about, and I can't wait to see what the future brings for me and my family. I wanted to learn more about finances and get myself a little bit more financially secure and independent, and be, you know, still be my own boss, but also be able to like change people's lives and hopefully help people that are similar to myself. I recently spoke to a client where she was super intimidated with finances. She didn't feel like she could, you know, gain the knowledge that she needed because she was intimidated and she didn't know how to go about it. She was kind of embarrassed. And I think that's probably the story for a lot of people, especially women. You know, sometimes you might rely on your husband or your spouse or whoever, and you don't feel like you could know that knowledge, but you definitely can. And I want people to know, like, you know, I'm a real person. I love helping people. If you have any types of questions or anything like that, like, I will definitely help you. And if it's something that I don't know, I will reach out to who might know that answer and I will get that answer for you. Like, I don't want people to think that, you know, they have to be like this rich millionaire to get this type of knowledge. Like, this is knowledge that everybody should know. You know, especially moms, like, you need to be able to teach your kids this stuff so they don't relive the cycle, this vicious cycle of being financially illiterate. And it's really sad, you know, that they don't teach us this in school. But, you know, after hearing that from this very kind lady, you know, I felt it in my heart. I'm like, oh man, like, I can't believe she feels like this. Like, and you know, how many other people feel like this? I know for myself, like, I sort of did feel like that, but I knew like I needed to do something about it and change it. So I was already on that path and that journey to like doing things uncomfortable and trying something different. And, you know, not everybody is there yet. So I wanted to help those who may be interested but not really comfortable, and, you know, help you break through the fear, help you break through whatever is holding you where you are. You have to make change. You know, whatever you want is on the other side of this uncomfortable barrier, and you have to be strong enough to just push through it. And I know you can. So anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm going to make some lunch for my kids. But yeah, please reach out to me if anybody has any kind of questions about financial stuff. You know, maybe you're not really sure about something and you're kind of intimidated to talk to somebody. I don't want you to be intimidated. I give free information. I love sharing what I learned because it really helps myself to like internalize whatever I learn. And I really appreciate the types of questions that people ask me, because then it kind of helps me paint a picture of how I can help other people. So please leave a comment or send me a DM if you don't want other people to see it. Share this video if you know anybody who might be in, a situation where they might be not sure about something like this. So anyway, I hope you all have a beautiful day, and I will see you again soon. Bye.